The shows that you watch is almost as important as when you watch them.
250 parsecs to target point.
Now listen carefully, for what I'm about to tell you really happened.
Tenchi Muyo premieres June 5th on Cartoon Network.
Cannot escape.
This is it!
Now is your time to grasp the future.
Weekdays at 5. Love stinks. Only Toonami.
Waste your life.
All I want now is revenge! Tenchi is mine!
He must be trouble for the ladies.
The earliest memory I have of watching this show was actually in my living room. I'm probably like 9 or 10 years old. And my mom is flipping through the channels on cable TV, and she falls asleep. But before she does, she leaves it on Cartoon Network, and then she goes to sleep because she knew I was there. And so she turned on Cartoon Network for me to watch. And what was playing on the TV was Tenchi. And the image I remember was Ryoko falls on the ground, like smash. And I'm like, wait a sec, our heroes here, our main characters are in a lot of trouble. Like, this is a totally different tone than what I'm used to.
Ryoko!
This is the first episode of Tenchi that I've seen that isn't funny. That isn't played for comic relief. I don't think I watched the rest of that episode because I must have gone to bed, and I didn't think about Tenchi for another 15 years. I hadn't thought about Tenchi in a long time, and I got to see this episode again. I was like, wait a second, what was that episode where Ryoko falls and she's being manipulated by someone or something up in the sky, like this sort of messiah figure? I couldn't remember what it was.
Please help me!
What's actually happening, and this is 15 years later, this is the first time I had seen the whole thing of this episode. Tenchi and his friends are discovered by Kagato, a space pirate that's been alive for 5,000 years. And apparently he was looking for Ryoko.
Well, Ryoko, looks as though you finally collected what I desire.
And Kagato comes down to the planet and he says, I finally found you.
Ryoko.
Kagato!
I finally found you. He takes her away. Suddenly, this character that we've grown to love so much, she's witty, sassy, and she's a troublemaker. She's taken away from us. But she's kidnapped by Kagato, and he says, you don't realize she is my creation. I made her, and I'm taking her back because she's my property. There's nothing you can do about it. And he just takes what he wants because he can. He's a giant jerk. It's like, imagine Voldemort from Harry Potter, except he was this smug, like, asshole who just did whatever he wanted. The difference between Voldemort and Kagato, though, is Kagato is an outcast. He does everything by himself. He has no friends. And he just relishes being evil. What makes this so epic is that Tenchi has never been in trouble like this before. This is the most powerful opponent in the universe. Tenchi is way in over his head. There's no way that he can protect the women that live with him from Kagato. Kagato is 5,000 years old. And you know what they say, like, knowledge is power, and the older you get, the more you know, and therefore the more wisdom you have. Even if you were 85 years old, like on your deathbed with all this knowledge, Kagato is still like 30, 40 times older than you. He's been around way longer than you. Don't you get it? No one can beat Kagato. Are you like, no way?
This is no fun. Do you enjoy making me waste my time?
Tenchi's grandfather, Yosho, finds out that there's trouble in the valley, and he confronts Kagato. And we finally see what Yosho can do. He's usually just this passive old man that teaches Tenchi all about... he teaches Tenchi some combat, like we see some of that earlier. But Yosho takes matters into his own hands, and he fights Kagato. He fights evil. But I highly recommend Tenchi Muyo. The original the first 6 episodes, which are on YouTube, by the way. That's how I found them, or rediscovered them. Check out Tenchi Muyo. It's a lot of fun.
Show it off, little princess. I dare you.
There's boobs in it, too.